Well, we're back here at the A feature. This is what the drivers have been waiting for. A lot of money at stake here for the win, Gary.
Yeah, it's $3,000 in cash, and there's approximately a driver, if he has the proper products on the car, he can pick another $400 or $500 up from the participating contingency sponsors. There's quite a bit of money right on the top and all the way down. It's total purse for the program, $17,000. About $15,000 of it is on the line here, so this is where it's all at. This is what it means.
Well, let's take a look at the starting lineup. Gary, you've got him.
Okay, starting right on the pole. He will control the field. Relative newcomer to the world of outlaws. He competed rather successfully back out in Pennsylvania. Number 2A, Richard Lupo. Outside. The guy who finished second in the B feature, driving promoter Shane Carson's backup car from Memphis, Tennessee, number 12X. That's Rick Unger. Row number 2. On the inside, number 1 AZ, hailing from Memphis. The car is based out of Phoenix, Arizona. That's Jeff Swindell. Outside, one of the hottest drivers. Won a feature 2 nights ago. First win on the World of Outlaws Tour in 2 years, but he's been in the top 3 in almost every race. For 21X from Mesa, Arizona, Ron Schumann. Dynamite row number 3. It's going to be on the inside. The owner of Lupo's car be 2 rows behind. Number 1A, also hailing from Hanover, Pennsylvania. That's Bobby Allen. Outside, the fast timer from tonight, nearly set a new track record. Looks like he's got this new clay surface all figured out. Number 1, 2-time World of Outlaws champion, Sammy Swindell. Row number 4, current point leader, hailing from Bloomington, Indiana. Number 11, Steve Kinzer. Outside, testing a car out that was damaged severely last night, worked through the night and all day today to repair it. From Katanning, Pennsylvania, 28D, Brad Doty. Row number 5, hailing from the Yukon, way up in Canada, down racing the U.S. this summer, number 88, Tim G. And outside, first time in this car, it's a championship machine from last year, number 1N from Memphis, Ricky Hood. Next row, car number 75, still getting used to the car. Second, just barely 10 points behind Steve Kinzer in the current standings. From Sioux Falls, South Dakota, Doug Wolfgang. And outside his former ride. Get a good look at the car he drove just a few weeks ago. Number 18, driving it now from Danville, Indiana, is Danny Smith. Next row, the winner of the B feature, car number 56 from Tulsa, Terry Doss. And outside, promoter tonight from Oklahoma City, Shane Carson. Behind Carson, on the inside row, will be number 1T from Garland, Texas, Richard Summers. And outside from Tempe, Arizona, number 27, Leland McSpadden. Pair of 7s make up the next row. On the inside, the red number 7 will be Billy Marshall from Arlington, Texas. And outside, the 7S from Colleyville, Texas, that's Ed French. Next row, car number 23, that'll be Steve Perry. And outside of him, fellow competitor from Texas, number 17T from Balch Springs, it's Tracy Rodden. Last 4 positions will be occupied by number 73 from Dallas, Greg Bloxham. Outside from Mesquite, number 77 will be Johnny Suggs. And 2 cars added at the called the Promoter's Choice. Shane Carson, recognizing these guys came a long way to race, going to allow them to start the feature at the back of the pack. Number 4A from Memphis, Mike Ward. Number 28 from Kansas City, Junior Parkinson.
Well, it looks like a dynamite lineup, Gary. As the fans are coming back from the refreshment stands, they know that this is going to be one of the best sprint car races they've seen here in Oklahoma City in a long, long time. But I know most people here in Oklahoma and down in the Southwest really enjoy their night racing. How many laps are we looking at here for the A feature?
Yeah, 25 laps, and it's a long enough period of time that with the track the way it is, tracks will change. They have their own little characteristics. Maybe the track will be a little soft and spongy in the beginning with the number of cars out there. Maybe after 10 laps, 15 laps, it may get a little harder. So it's a guessing game. Some drivers will guess that it may get hard. They will set their car up to run better at the end of the race. Other drivers will sort of shoot craps. They'll take the chance that maybe the track will stay soft and spongy, or that they can get ahead and that their car setup will still be close enough that they can have an early lead and lead it for all the way to the checkered. So it's a combination of drivers' wits, mechanics' wits, equipment, tires, just everything enters into it. And shortly we'll see who's the right guess one.
Well, it's interesting to notice because it's almost deja vu time, where you take a look at the first 4 rows, and there you see Brad Doty sneaking his way up. He's in row number 4, ready to start this race. And we all know what he did in April. He surprised many, many people when he passed in the late stages Doug Wolfgang to take the victory.
Brad had a very bad accident last night. He flipped the car while leading the race. Had a lot of damage to the frame. They straightened it out today. Something similar to what happened to him here in April. Only that time he wrecked 2 nights before, and they had a day in between to work on it. So, be interesting to see whether it's a little bit of luck for Brad. Whether he certainly isn't going to want to wreck every time before he comes to Oklahoma City, but he'll take a win no matter how it comes.
Well, you know, Swindell and Wolfgang were very quick in their respective times out there. And of course, we look down, Ronnie Schumann out of Mesa, Arizona, driving the Ofixco car. He's right up there, and Schumann has been very hot as of late. He's only finished lower than a third in his last 3 or 4 races.
Ronnie's a self-proclaimed driver who really does not like the wings, and he's here recently. He's getting used to them. That win Friday night, where he broke a 2-year winless streak, had to boost his ego, and the equipment is top-notch, owned by Tulsa car owner Lloyd Stevens, who's got a multitude of dirt champ cars, power boats, sprint cars, you name it, he has it. So I'm sure Ronnie would like to. There's several of the members from Tulsa that work on the cars up there are down here watching. It'll almost be like a hometown win for him.
Well, it'll be interesting to see how Rick Unger does. You find Rick sitting up into row number 2, and as we see the drivers starting to shift into their famous 4-car abreast World of Outlaws salute to the fans.
This is a way for the drivers just to say thanks to the fans for attending, show their appreciation for it, and then the fans, it's quite a sight with all this horsepower, all this money, everything out there, all 4 abreast filling up the track from bottom to the top.
You can tell by the cheers of the fans as they start to stand here in Oklahoma City. They appreciate their drivers. And it's world famous, as mentioned. They are 4 abreast as they come down into turns 3 and 4. A good shot there of your front row. Now these 4 cars getting set that are made up of the first 2 rows. Well, as we say now, it's butterfly time. When you get to this time of the race, as the fireworks are let off here, fans still on their feet enjoying this action. Something happens to a man. His stomach starts to gnaw at him. It's butterfly time. Talk about being lonely in a crowd. Consider the race car driver right now with all of this tension and yet isolated in his fire-retardant cocoon, hidden behind a life-protecting helmet, sitting in his seat with noise, tension, weariness, being his only companion today. Concentration, the quality that must override all the others. We'll see how they do as the pace cars start to head out. We're going to have one more time around. This the 25th stop on the World of Outlaws Tour. You're seeing the richest short track dirt racing in the world. $1.7 million on the line. And Gary, it'd sure be nice if you could probably put some of that in your pocket.
I wouldn't mind taking about half of that and investing it in something, but this is money for the drivers to be running for, and I'll tell you, a lot of them know what to do with it once they earn it.
Okay, as we take a look down, they're getting set on that front row. It's Richard Lupo out of Hanover, Pennsylvania, in the 2A car who will lead them around. Lupo on the pole. We look toward the start flag. They start to pick the pace up slowly. We're looking for the green. They have not given the green yet. Now the green is out. We're underway for the A feature. 25 cars. They go off right into turn number 1. As they make their way down, they head down onto the back straight. It's Rick Unger and the rental ride Shane Carson car in the lead. Unger holding on as he comes through to complete lap number 1. Here's Schumann in the 21X car, moving up into second place. Schumann out of Mesa, Arizona. Now in second place, chasing down Rick Unger out of Memphis, Tennessee, in the lead in the 12X car. As they go off into turns 2 and 3, you see the leader, 12X, Unger. As we keep keep a look out in the back of the field, we see car number 11, Steve Kinzer, moving up. Kinzer up to 4th position as Unger comes by one more time in 12X. Now Sammy Swindell, car number 1, has jumped up into 2nd spot. As we look back for places number 2 and 3, you see Swindell in 2nd place. As they come through turns 3 and 4. In the lead, it's Rick Unger. Swindell in 2nd. Schumann has dropped back to 3rd. Kinzer up to 4th place. Richie Lupo has dropped back to 5th. The first 4 cars, and we can keep our eye on them as they come up in close quarters. It's Unger now being with Swindell, trying to chomp at his heels, moving up a little bit closer. Sammy Swindell in car number 1 out of Bartlett, Tennessee, in the old Milwaukee car. Chasing down Rick Unger. They get closer to lap traffic. Here's Swindell trying to make his move around Rick Unger. Now it's Kinzer who has moved past Ronnie Schumann. He has moved up into 3rd. As we look down on our leader, car 12X, it's Rick Unger as they start to lap the car. Now it's Kinzer who's moved past Swindell. Steve Kinzer is now in 2nd place. Swindell drops to 3rd. Schumann into 4th. As they head down the backstretch. Coming through into turns 3 and 4, your leader, 12X. As they come by, it's Unger being chased by car number 11. Steve Kinzer in 2nd place. Swindell is in 3rd in car number 1. The lead continues to be 12 as you see him on your screen. Unger is in the lead. Steve Kinzer out of Bloomington, Indiana, trying to move his way up. Looking for the lead. Swindell is back in 3rd. Schumann back into 4th position. As we've completed 9 laps of this 25-lap race. Ed French continues through. And Doug Wolfgang is making his appearance. He is up into 6th position. As we check the lead, now Kinzer looking to make a move on the inside. Kinzer is being blocked off. Continues to be Unger in car 12 as you see him on your screen in 1st place. Kinzer in car number 11 coming closely up in 2nd. There's Kinzer. He makes the move. He grabs the lead. Steve Kinzer in car number 11 has grabbed the lead. Rick Unger now in 2nd place. Wolfgang nipping at his heels, looking for 3rd. It's Kinzer in the lead. Wolfgang trying to move his way up. As they come around one more time, it's Kinzer in 1st. Sammy Swindell now in 2nd place. And in 3rd place, Rick Unger dropping back. So it's car number 11, Steve Kinzer in the lead. A good shot of him there. Holding off Sammy Swindell on that red number 1. The old Milwaukee Bear, special in 2nd place. In 3rd place, Unger trying to hold off Ronnie Schumann. As we go by 13 laps, we come back now. Through turns 3 and 4, we look for the leader. Steve Kinzer in car number 11 in the lead, being followed closely behind by Sammy Swindell. In 3rd place is Unger. In 4th is Ronnie Schumann, and Doug Wolfgang in 75 continues to move up into 4th position. After 15 laps, they come through a crowd, but it's still Steve Kinzer in car number 11. Being closely followed by 75, trying to move up Sammy Swindell. Now as we catch him on the back straight, they make their turn coming down through. It's Sammy Swindell who has grabbed the lead away from car number 11, Steve Kinzer. So it's Swindell now in the lead out of Bartlett, Tennessee, the old Milwaukee Bears special in car number 1. You see Steve Kinzer in car number 11 in 2nd place. We look for the red car of Sammy Swindell in 1st. Kinzer number 11 in 2nd. Rick Unger in 3rd. Ronnie Schumann in 4th. And Doug Wolfgang number 75 in 4th. down into turn 3 and